What is happening in your love connection right now? What is happening in your love connection right now? Somebody that you are in separation with is watching you right now, trying to spy on you. They are actually obsessing over you, and it is shocking them to know how much they are obsessing over you right now. I feel like they're the type of person that's very scared of being vulnerable. They're the type of person that's very scared of opening up their heart to the point that they let you know exactly how much they feel for you. But being in separation with you right now has really got them holding on to you and clinging on to you, and they are really obsessing over you and your energy more than you possibly realize. You are very empathic and very open-hearted. You're the type of person that wears their heart on their sleeve, and even though I'm hearing you have been hurt so much through your life, it hasn't closed you off. It hasn't made you cold or hard-hearted in any way. You are still receptive to receive love, and you're still able to give love to your highest level that you possibly know how. You're not afraid of being vulnerable, and I feel like this person was a little bit the opposite of that. They have been through a lot in their lives as well, but their hurt has taught them to be fearful of opening up, has taught them to be fearful of rejection, of being fearful of being vulnerable. So they haven't always been receptive enough to be open to showing their true feelings to people, and also not open enough to receive the type of love that you have to offer this world. But they are clinging on to that. They are really, really missing that right now. What more can you tell us about this, please, Spirit? Yeah, we have influences and third parties, attachments and peers getting in the way of your connection previously. We have divine masculine. So we have divine masculine energy here. So it's about your connection, your separation with your divine masculine. Yeah, we have hurtful words and anger, a bit of resentment and bitterness that was what's the word? What am I hearing? Okay, so there were a lot of hurtful words between you and your person, between you and this divine masculine. And that's what, brought this separation on. But I feel like these third-party influences are what actually caused all of this to begin with. Yeah, your person allowed these influences, these negative attachments and negative third parties to get in the way and to cause these arguments, to cause these hurtful words to come about between the two of you. I'm hearing played right into their hands. So the third party got what they wanted. The third party got what they wanted. They wanted to interfere in your relationship with your divine masculine. They wanted to interfere in your connection with your divine masculine. And yeah, they feel like you played right into their hands, both of you. Nasty pieces of work they are. Yeah, your DM is feeling quite hopeless. We have sinking, despair, and falling apart. That is how these third parties make them feel. That is the kind of energy that they are surrounded by when they are connecting with these third parties. But they are wanting new beginnings with you. They are saying they want to try again with you, to start over with you in a new direction. And they are not sure that you would be open to that, but that is definitely what they are hoping and praying for right now, because they want to get out of this hopeless energy. They want to stop drowning. They want to stop sinking. They feel like their world is falling apart without you in it, because you hold them together on so many levels, and they know that. They know that. Yeah, these third parties are just shallow, empty, hollow, boring. I don't even want to say people, but yeah, they're very shallow, they're very hollow, they're very empty, and they find them very boring. They have nothing to offer your person besides hopelessness, besides despair, besides negativity. I'm hearing spell work as well. So these third parties may be using spell work, or, you know, abusing their spiritual gifts in one way or another to pull your divine masculine towards them and away from you. Yeah, I'm just not liking the energy at all of these third parties. And we do have attachments. So you know, the more that your person connects with these third parties, and especially if they're doing spell work on them or sending any kind of negative energies their way, they are more prone to having these horrible attachments on them, just sucking the life out of them. And you need to protect yourself from that as well. If your person does come back towards you, if you reconnect with them, just make sure that you protect yourself from any negative attachments. Continue all of your spiritual work, all of your spiritual baths, all of your prayers, your manifestations, all that kind of stuff, because you don't want to be affected by that. And I feel like you're safe from it anyway, because you're vibrating at such a high level right now, and your spiritual team is, you know, they've got your back. They're protecting you from all of these negative things that may be sent your way because of your connection with your divine masculine. These third parties hate the competition. They're envious, they're bitter, they're jealous, and they would take you out if they could. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm sorry to say it like that, but that's the way I'm hearing it. So, but you don't have anything to worry about. You are very divinely protected, and you know that. You know that you are. Yeah, so these third parties and their spell work and their negative attachments, etc., they have really clouded your divine masculine's judgment. They, you know, have really caused them to become very unbalanced, and you know, everything is an illusion really for them. Everything's distorted. There's no sense of real reality there. Yeah, I see your person kind of sitting there with their head in their hands, trying to figure out, how did they get back there? How did they stuff things up with you so badly over this third party or over these third parties? How did they end up back there? I'm hearing again. So yeah, they're really, really like questioning everything right now. Spirit is saying for you right now, you are better off in this separation because of all of this negative stuff, this toxic stuff that surrounds your divine masculine and their third party right now. You are better off being outside of that because it's allowed you to gain some perspective. It's allowed you to gain a clearer headspace. And although you are struggling with this separation, you are also chasing your own happiness, and you've needed to be able to have the space to do that outside of this heavy energy, this heavy dark energy. Yeah, your divine masculine was feeling quite conflicted. They were hot and cold with you, and you were feeling that, and you were making them aware of that. But it's because they had all these multiple choices that they had to make decisions about. Like, these third parties were coming at them at such a quick rate that, you know, it left them very confused and very conflicted. But at the end of the day, you should never be an option, should you? And I feel like you got to the point where you've realized that you should never be an option. You are the only choice, not a multiple choice. You know, you need to be prioritized and loved fully, and not shared with this third party, that third party, this negative person, that negative energy. And you know that you got to the point where you realized that, and in that sense, that's where you've gained that perspective, and that's where you've been able to gain that clearer headspace and become better off having the space that you have had, so that even if you do reconnect with your divine masculine at any stage, you will have that clarity and that perspective now, and you've got your boundaries, and you know what you will and will not accept. And I feel that you will make this very loudly known before getting into any type of connection from now on, whether it be with your divine masculine or with anyone else coming towards you in the future. Yeah, because you are in your divine feminine energy. You know who you are now, and you have found some self-worth and some self-love and some self-respect, and you're sitting in that divine feminine energy now, and you're holding on to it, and you're not going to let it go, and you're not going to let anybody interfere in that connection with your higher self. And you know, we've got divine masculine, divine feminine. So you definitely, the two of you are soul ties. You're definitely soul ties. You've definitely done this before. You've been here before in other lifetimes. But this is all part of you remembering and relearning who you are and what you're here for, and how you are so deserving of love and kindness and happiness. And you're showing that to your divine masculine. You're showing that through this separation, you are showing them that the way they go about things and the way that they treat the people that they love, it's not enough. They need to become more open and more vulnerable and more honest and truthful about their feelings. They do love you. I'm hearing they do love you. But you're teaching them, but you're teaching yourself as well. And that's why this separation is so important for both of you. Really, it really is. Yeah, I mean, you've both been feeling the sorrow of this separation. You've both been, feeling the loss. You've both been grieving this separation. You've, both sat in, depression about it and cried over it, and you've sat in the what ifs and the grief of being away from one another and being fearful that this is the end of any type of connection between the two of you. So you both have been sitting through that. It's not just you, they are going through it as well. Yeah, they're definitely going through it, and they are, they're becoming aware of their mistakes. They're becoming aware of their mistakes in your connection and what led to this separation. They are the type that does play the victim and does play or feel misunderstood a lot of the time. They are a little bit of a lost soul, but you already know that about them, and you accept that part of them. But what you don't accept anymore is not being treated the way that you deserve, not being prioritized the way that you deserve. But they are seeing that. They are starting to You know, you're gaining perspective, but they're starting to gain the perspective as well. Yeah, they are reminiscing. They are dwelling in the memories of you and them together. Yeah, and it's very bittersweet. It's very bittersweet, but they are reminiscing and sitting in that energy a lot. Yeah, I mean, there was conflict. I feel that the two of you were clashing before this separation. You know, there were differences between the two of you with values, with what you expected in relationships, to the sense that it made you both feel like you were not compatible, and that shocked you both because you've always thought that you were so compatible, and you actually are in so many ways. But when you are not on the same wavelength, spiritually and in the sense of being open and vulnerable, etc., that does cause that feeling of incompatibility, that does cause that, you know, that different unbalanced wavelength, which then causes the conflict and the clashing and the differences. But there is self-growth, self-focus and soul finding and soul searching going on for both of you right now. You know, in this time of separation is when you are actually being nourished. You're nourishing yourself, and you're nourishing your soul. Yeah, you've been together in a past life. You are soulmates. Yeah, you've repeated these patterns before in previous lifetimes. You are, you know, back here together to teach each other your karmic lessons. And it's not until you do that you may come back together in a very strong, solid, healthy connection. I just hope that you can do it in this lifetime. Yeah, they have kept secrets from you. They've been quite obscure, concealing some truths from you. And I feel that you already know what these things are. And that probably did cause a lot of the conflict and the clashing as well. You are very spiritually gifted and you have a very strong intuition. And I feel that intimidated your person because they were freaking out. Like, how do you know what I'm up to? How do you know what I'm concealing? You know, and that's quite intimidating to a lot of people. But good on you for trusting your intuition. Good on you for listening to your intuition. Yeah, and because of all of this, you know, there is going to be clarity. There is going to be truth and honesty coming towards you. You will get the clarity that you have been waiting for. And when I do feel that when they come back towards you, their intentions are going to be pure. It's just about, can they sustain that? Can they maintain that? Or will they fall back into their previous conditioning and their previous patterns? But you're not going to know until you hear them out, until you have this conversation. I know that you are waiting for. And Spirit is saying you're doing the right thing by not chasing them for it. Let them come to you when they're ready. And hopefully they don't keep you waiting too long. Because, yeah, you're not supposed to put your life on hold for this person either. Yeah, I do feel that when they do come back towards you, there is going to be that truth and the clarity, but we do see awareness and depth. There's going to be an added layer of depth in this connection, if you choose to repair it, even if it's just as a friendship. There will be a new layer of depth because the awareness will be there now, and you will be more valued and be made to feel more important, as you should have been to begin with. Yeah, I feel like they are going to chase you now. They're going to come back in chasing you, pursuing you. And that's new for them. They don't chase, they run. They've been quite distracted and sidetracked with whatever's been going on during this separation with these third parties. And that has stopped them from coming forward thus far. Yeah, the third parties, you know, are bluffing them. They are pretending. They are exaggerating. They are wearing their false masks. They are trying to keep them trapped where they are so that they cannot come back towards you. But I do see that that is going to come to an end. Yeah, that's definitely going to come to an end, and your person's going to come back towards you. They are actually daydreaming and fantasizing about that right now. Spirit is telling you that you need to remember your boundaries when they do come back towards you. You know, you've already said no. You've already put your boundaries up. You've already drawn the line and said enough is enough. So don't let go of your boundaries just because you may be missing this person or you feel like they are your soulmate, and they are, but doesn't mean you have to accept anything less than the best. So Spirit is saying don't forget your boundaries when they do come back towards you. Don't let your boundaries drop just because you want to keep them in your life. If they really love you and they really respect you, they will respect your boundaries as well. So it's really important for you to remember that. They're just, yeah, they're a bit afraid to come forward still. They're just being very cautious and apprehensive because they are scared of being rejected by you. But also, it's not time for them to come back yet. They're still dealing with their karma for the consequences of their actions and the consequences of the choices. You know, we've got cause and effect. We've got karmic debts for everything that we choose to do in this life and everyone that we choose to surround ourselves with. I see that they have a family with a third party, and it breaks them when they feel like they are letting the family down. It breaks your divine masculine when they feel like they have to walk away from this family unit, even though they may not want to be with the third party. They feel pressured and manipulated into going back towards your third party's direction all the time because they do have a family together or they do have children together. Or the third party may be currently pregnant. Take it as it resonates for your situation and don't try and make it fit if it does not. But yeah, the third party definitely uses that against your person's will, because they know that your person becomes very shattered and heartbroken, and it destroys them to be away from their children or break up a family unit. So they lure them back in with that every time. So what I want to ask is, when does that end? Does that if this person, if the divine masculine comes back to our collective spirit, will the third party be able to keep pulling them back by using their family unit against them? What will happen there? No, they won't, because when they do come back towards you, they will be completely ready to walk away and move on. We see them releasing this third party connection completely and letting go of it completely. They will be running towards you, not away from you anymore. They are watching you, spying on you, spying on your social media, trying to get information on you, while they are making the decision to fully let go and finally walk away from this third party connection. And so that answers our question of them not being able to use the family unit against your person. It may break them to be away from their children or away from the family that they've built with this person, but they will be ready to finally release that and find a new normal in being able to still have their family but not be stuck and trapped with this third party energy as well. Yeah, they're sick of feeling distanced from you. They are exhausted dealing with this third party energy, and they are exhausted being away from your energy. They're feeling quite depleted and drained. They've had a very long journey with this third party, I can see, and it's just dragged them under every single time, causing nothing but confusion, uncertainty, disharmony. Would they want to close the space between you and them? Yeah, they're sick of running from you. They don't want to run from you anymore. They know that they avoid everything good that you can offer them. They know that they block it and that they push it away by pushing you away, and that's because they've always been so scared of being open and being vulnerable and being real about their feelings. But they are growing and they are learning, and they want to come back in for that apology. They really want to come back in for that apology, ask you for your forgiveness and tell you how sorry they really are. Yeah, they're right now still scared of being rejected. They're still scared of you rejecting them, abandoning them, dismissing them. They have these irrational fears, but I feel that they will be coming towards you with that apology. So they will deal with their irrational fear and man up or woman up, whatever resonates for you, come towards you for that apology and risk you rejecting them, because there's no other way, is there? There's no other way that they can know if you will take them back unless they do come forward towards you. Yeah, they know that there's nobody more loyal than you. There's nobody more reliable, more trusting, and more loyal in their life than you. And they are very, very, very well aware of that. And they're telling you it's only you. It's only you that they want. It's only you that they love. It's only you that they see a future with. They crave you. They want to be fully and completely devoted to you. They're so attached to you. They are so very attached to you. And hopefully they'll make that known to you very soon. What else does Spirit want you to know? If you would like to book a personal reading with me or a healing or any of my services, the only way to do that is through my website, which is linked in my bio. I will never follow you. I will never DM you first. I will only message you if I'm replying to your contact. And even then, the only way to book with me is through my website, link in my bio. And for my extended readings or exclusive readings, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that is the only place that you will be able to access those as well. Yeah, let's see what else Spirit wants you to know about this connection. Yeah, we have the sacred union. we have the sacred union. So we do see the possibility of you and them coming back together, because your union is sacred. Your union is divine. You know, it is written. Yeah, but you both need to do that healing work, and hopefully, you know, this sacred union can repair in this lifetime and you don't have to do it all over again in another one. Yeah, we've got beloved within, inner and outer relationships. So definitely some beautiful, loving union awaiting you. Yeah, we have protection, boundaries, and clear communication. So again, with keeping your boundaries up, respecting your boundaries, communicating them very clearly so there's no misunderstandings about them before you can even think of reconnecting with your divine masculine, or anyone for that matter. Protect your energies and practice your boundaries, and make sure that your boundaries are respected by everyone around you. We've got the Holy Grail. It's saying stop the endless searching and inner quest. So they're just saying to you to look within. You don't need to search outside of yourself for your answers. You don't need to. All the answers that we need, they're right here. They're right here. So do your searching here. Go inside, go within, and continue listening to yourself and listening to what you receive. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, we're talk about going within. Now we've got the child within, you know, the inner mother, the innocence, your inner child. Pay attention to your inner child. Be gentle with yourself. Be tender with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Your inner child needs that, and so do you. So it's all about going within, isn't it? Yeah, and then we have rapture, sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, and pleasure. So, you know, there is this beautiful sacred union and all of this beautiful love and devotion and romance, sensuality, intimacy, and all of that ahead for you. You've worked so hard on yourself, and you know, I feel like you know that this is out there for you. You know this is coming for you, and you know that you won't accept anything less than that. And that is why you have manifested all of this beautiful energy coming your way. Yeah, we have the sacred masculine here, honor, protection, and support. So I feel that when your divine masculine does come back towards you, it's going to be that opportunity for that sacred union, because they will be in their sacred divine masculine energy. And I feel that it's going to be a new version of them that you haven't seen before and you haven't been able to experience before. I feel that you've known that they had the potential of that, and it's probably coming from a place of remembering from previous lifetimes with this person, or with this soul. But I feel like when they do come back towards you, they will be in their sacred masculine energy. They will be ready to honor and protect and support you in the way that you have been asking them to, and in the way that you know that you deserve. Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, we've got the second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late, and there are new possibilities for you ahead for you in this connection. If that is what you wish, if that is what you wish when they do come back towards you. That Spirit is saying it's okay to take a second chance on them. It's never too late for somebody to change. It's never too late for somebody to heal. It's never too late for somebody to grow. But it will be about whether it's going to feel like they've come back in too late for you. But that is something that you're going to have to navigate for your own individual scenarios and circumstances. But we've got after the rain. We've got after the rain, there is a silver lining, relief, hope, mercy. It's over. The storm is over. We see the storm coming to a close. We've got a beautiful rainbow here. I don't know if you can see it. Here we go. Yeah. It's always that rainbow after the storm. I'm a sucker for rainbows. Yeah, and we've got acceptance. So I do see that there is such a beautiful opportunity for the both of you to build that sacred union together, to have that second chance, you know, to both be in your sacred feminine and masculine energies, you know, to both be devoted and completely and utterly in love with one another. And yeah, to be in full acceptance of one another and of your connection and of your union. What a beautiful ending.